what makes this time of year so important to get donors in the door?
Man, that's a very good question. It's basically out of sight, out of mind type of philosophy. There's just a lot of things going on during the holiday season. You know, you start right there, second weekend into November, people start preparing for Thanksgiving, holiday getaways, spending time with family, and then you get into December, and it's one Christmas party after another, and that usually takes its toll. And people just just don't have the time to come out and donate. So that's the biggest thing, and unfortunately, the hospitals don't take a break in needing blood. Patients don't take a break in needing that blood, and that's what those two things matching up. They don't match up, and it makes it sometimes for a dangerous thing to happen.
And that's why it is so important to get people to come into the door.
It is. It's hard enough throughout the whole year, and then we to get people's attention to come in and donate blood. So we do a lot of things in December to try to get people's attention. We try to make it fun. You'll see our December promotion is going to be "Don't be a Grinch, donate blood." So everything's going to be promoted around what the Grinch looks like, and Grinch themed in our blood centers and our blood drives. So we try to have a lot of fun with it.
How much easier, and we've talked about this before, but how much easier is it now to donate, say, 3 or 4, even 4 years ago?
It goes in waves. Once we had COVID, we had to be real careful and add questions in our process that made it a little more cumbersome and harder and longer to do. That has curtailed, and now we have a good process now. But there's always going to be those questions that we have to ask, and it's just just when we see people getting frustrated with that, we just say, hey, just imagine yourself being in the hospital. You want the safest product that you can absolutely get, because it's going into your body and it's going to save your life, but you want it to be very effective and very, very safe. So we just ask people, to have a little patience with us while we ask these questions, just to make sure that it's a safe product.
And then to that point, those who were not eligible, say 3 or 4 years ago, are now eligible. Do they know that?
We are trying to get the word out, but like anything else, sometimes people see our emails and hit delete right away. So we do. Yeah, this is another opportunity, and thank you for asking that question. That people that were in the military, that we've said that if you've lived in Great Britain or Germany in the past and you served in the military, there was a time there that you couldn't donate blood, and all those restrictions have been lifted. So there's a good chance that you can give blood. And one thing that people take or think they can't give blood for is being diabetic. You can give if you're diabetic, as long as you're under doctor's orders or it's under control at the particular time. At the time you donate, you're fine to go ahead and come on in and donate. But what we ask, just come give it a chance. If you think you might be have a chance to donate blood, come to the blood drive or come to our center and ask us, and we'll let you know one way or the other, and whether you can participate or not.
Not only is this a slow time for donors, but at the first of the year, it still may be out of sight, out of mind. And I know there are huge efforts to even get that to happen in January.
Absolutely. Just some of the things, we try to get, loaded up for that particular purpose, because January is tough. January, if people don't know, January is National Volunteer Blood Donor Month. So you'll see a lot of things on our website and social media talking about, awareness of blood donations and how much it's needed. So going into that, we do try to do some fun things, as I mentioned, just a few things that we're doing in the month of December, starting December, or actually on December the 11th. It's a one-day movie ticket. It's our Very Merry movie ticket promotion. Everybody will get a Fandango voucher that'll be good for 2 tickets to the movies, along with, you get the long sleeve Grinch t-shirt. And then December 13th through the 24th, we have our 12 Days of Christmas. Mm-hmm. And we actually are getting the Grinch book from the Dr. Seuss Grinch book that you'll get, every donor will get, along with the t-shirt as well. And then on December 22nd, we're doing a Carve the Roast Beast one-day promotion, and we'll be giving away a $15 Butterball coupon to everybody that comes in that day at our blood drives in our center. And that's good for a turkey or any other holiday food that's a wherever Butterball products are sold, along with the Grinch book and the long sleeve shirt. So we're trying to make it as fruitful as possible for people and give away gifts as well.
What is the supply like now, and what's the anticipation leading into Christmas?
We over the Thanksgiving holiday, we just finished up a pie promotion where we gave everybody a pie for donating, and it left us in a good position. The problem is it goes out the door as soon as we can get it. So the fear is, as December goes along, we're going to get in the real need of O negative blood type, and that's the universal blood type. So we have to keep so many blood drives, a day. We don't try to do too many, because if it's expires, that doesn't do anybody any good. So we try to be good stewards of the blood supply and to our hospitals, and do things as accordingly. And believe it or not, the amount of hospitals that we service all the way from the Texas Panhandle through Oklahoma, through Arkansas, we need about 1,200 donations a day. And that's a lot when you sit here and think about it. So if it goes, up and down, up and down, up and down, that we lose the amount that we need on O negative. So we have to keep that at a level pace. So it's always needed. I mean, that's the thing. We very seldom take any days off, and there's a reason behind that.
All right, Danny, thank you so much. Best of luck between now and January.
I appreciate it. Thank you.